Pico dog! Pico dog!
It's the mini dog.
Hi, how you doing? You're the good dog. Yeah, you're a good
I
dog.
feel like when the little dog is here because it makes her feel good.
Hi, how you doing? Hi there guys, welcome to today's blog. It's 11:51 hours on 11/11/2015. Bruce is brushing the wall.
Gotta keep it well groomed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't keep it that groomed, it'll get all out of sorts. Also, if you brush it, it gets more of a natural looking rather than nice smooth.
I prefer my wall blow dried, personally. Are you having fun there?
Oodles.
Playing with Coop?
Oodles and oodles of fun. And I'm sure there's all sorts of people who are like, you're doing it wrong. But you know what? I don't know.
They want to say that, they can come here and help us out.
I'm getting it done. That's all I can do. I'm gonna get it done. Need to get it.
So, we got beer meal today. I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I'll have more as it goes. You make more than a ton right there.
It's all dried out by now.
Just drink a little water.
You can get away with that a little bit, but you can't really do much.
Hi.
You hiding back here?
I've got really small areas.
I'm doing some
Okay.
Work.
stuff and things.
What?
I'm giving the dogs treats.
Treats for the dogs!
Everybody sit.
That's just the thickness of the stone.
I know, but Jesus Christ, man. Could have done a better choice.
I know, I just cut one in half.
No, that's not the thickness of the stone. He used like an extra inch of mortar behind it.
The stone may have fallen off and you had to.
Yeah, some of it you had to get very creative to get it to actually stay.
I mean, you already had a pickle that you were trying to chip some of that or something.
Alright guys, it's 17:16 hours and we are headed over to our local television station, one of them. We're going to Channel 13, which is in our backyard. They're right around the corner from the Geek Group. And they want to shoot a thing, something about data centers. I don't really know, but we're talking about data centers. So a lot of people have asked about the printer. Did I fix it? Why, yes. Yes, I did indeed fix it. Oh God, you're turning left, and it's 5:17, and we're gonna die here, and I have a car behind me. And how do I hack this situation? Look behind us. Just look behind us. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it. Alright, I got people headed down. I can fit in there. Oh, are you going? You're going! We're very proud of you! You're a big girl now! Yay! I'm going this way. I don't get people to buy beige cars. I don't get it. I had to go on a building tour recently, and I saw all these people in this office. It was a government thing at a meeting downtown. I saw all these people in this office. It's this big government place, right? All these people work for like the county. And the walls are beige, and the cubicles are beige, and the people are beige, and you go out in the parking lot and you look at all the cars are beige. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I think that there should be some kind of study done on personality types and the color of people's car. Like that. If you drive a car that color, you might work for a government office or something like that. Generic, corporate, don't express yourself or have any real freedom of thought here kind of job. Ah, hi there. We won't even get started on big black trucks. Apparently he's compensating for something. That's just me though. So we're cruising over to Channel 13. We're going to talk about data centers. And the guy was like, I need you to get me into a data center. I'm like, well, that's great. Good luck with that. Because I've been in a couple data centers, and I know the level of butt-puckery string pulling that has to happen to get just a general moron like me into a data center. And you want to get a news crew in there. That's not going to happen. So I put a call out on my Facebook saying, hey, what the hell? No, that just ain't kosher, Holmes. Saying, hey guys, who in town knows a data center? Let us in. You know, anybody I know work for a data center, and I know a lot of guys that work in data centers. So a couple guys get back to me and they're like, yeah, call these same 3 companies. And I called all 3 of them. One of whom was a particular douche, and the other 2 were just general, normal level of douchiness. And they're like, no, we don't allow unauthorized personnel into our data center. And I was like, well, I wouldn't be authorized. You'd be standing there next to me. The fact that you opened the door and let me in makes me authorized. I don't need to touch anything. I don't need to see how many USB slots I can get my thumb drive into. I need to stand in front of a wall of blinky lights and talk about what a data center is. I don't even need to say where I'm at. But because of corporate security mojo and auditing and stuff, they were like, no. So, we need to shoot a video talking about data centers. But, hi, just come right on up there. Yeah, knock yourself out. There you go. There you go. I'm very proud of you. Good job. So we need to shoot a video talking about data centers. We don't actually have a data center. I mean, the Geek Group's got a couple little knocks, but I mean, our big knock is 3 racks side by side. So that's not really representative of what most people are thinking when they think data center. They're thinking, you know, a big room with lots of servers, and blinky lights and stuff. So we need to fake a data center for a news segment. So I got an idea. I've been to 13 once or twice. They've been a sponsor of the Geek Group for years, and I know a lot of guys there. And they have a kind of a data center-ish. It'll do. For the 11 o'clock news, it'll do. So we're going to head over there and we're going to use their server rack as a data center. That's going to be kind of fun. And I'm doing this while the entire team is playing in mud. God, I love driving down Alpine at 5:20 in the afternoon. This actually isn't that bad. This road's going to be way, way worse in 20 minutes. So, yeah, that's what's going on. We're like 2 minutes away. So just be patient, find your zen.
Okay, I knew this one wasn't.
Yeah,
I see you guys said as long as we don't touch anything, we're fine.
Yeah, we don't go pressing the little red things because it gets really exciting when you do. But no, this will be fine.
Okay, cool. Then
Yeah, this will be totally cool. Excuse me.
doing server interviews. It's also the back entrance to the studio.
You got your questions laid out? You ready to go?
We'll go as we go.
Are we just gonna fake this?
Yeah, that's how I do it now.
Jacket on or jacket off? Your call.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
If I'd not known it was gonna be on TV, I'd have bothered to shave today.
Isn't that Terry?
We'll take a. I know how to do it.
Alright. I'll let you go.
Thank you. Yeah, it's prettier from the front, though the back has more nerd porn.
Well, I'll definitely go back and get video of that, but for the interviews portion, we can do this. So.
Alright.
Lock the door,
A woman wore this last.
Oh, you did it? Do this on the other side?
Yeah, it's on upside down.
It is Laura Hartman's camera. So
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting all ready for storm of the month coming.
It's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna cheat and flip it right on my thing and leave the wire out because I'm not gonna mess with it.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't be showing that low.
Yeah, it's the news.
I'll have you see it right at the corner, right there, yeah. I'm gonna try to. I don't want that clock in it, so this will work best. Can't really see it.
I'm pretty sure people know you shout this a little earlier in the day.
It's one thing that you learn in broadcasting 101
No
is never
clocks.
shoot clocks.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to go over here and have it on both sides? Or do you want to be over there and shoot past the clock?
I like having that. I mean, it works fine because I can frame it out. You're
Alright.
just tall enough to be under it, so
Thanks.
that should work right away. Yeah, if you're 6 inches taller, would be trouble. But, alright. Can I have you first say and spell your first and last name?
Sure. Christopher Boden. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to try it on the thing again. Alright, cool.
Alright.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
Alright, try that again.
Chris Boden. C-H-R-I-S-B-O-D-E-N.
Alright, your title?
I'm the president of the Geek Group. TheGeekGroup.org.
And what is the Geek Group?
Really?
I mean, just so
You work in this town and you don't know?
I'm new.
Man, yeah, you're done. That's it. I'm going to 17. The Geek Group is a National Science Center. We're a giant maker space right over on Leonard Street, and we're at 902 Leonard Northwest, and we're a place where guys like you can come and build anything you can imagine.
Okay.
If you came up with an idea for like a really new idea in how to do a tripod bowl mount or something like that, you can come to our place and prototype it, and it's every tool and material you can imagine.
Okay, so like a manufacturing incubator kind of thing.
Way, way bigger than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a maker space.
Okay.
That's what they call it. So
All right, I guess then the first question is, when someone says data center, what is that?
A data center is a place where people house servers. It's basically a big building filled with these things. This is a server. And a server is just a computer. It's a computer the same as your computer at home, except they tend to be built more robust, they have more security features, and they tend to have a lot more storage, because the whole purpose of this is to hold data and serve that data as reliably and quickly as possible.
Okay. And so, I mean, any corporation of any significant size is going to have quite a few servers then.
It's not uncommon at all. And most larger companies have their own server room in the company. And the server room in a company can be anything from the closet, the back where they have maybe 3 or 4 computers in a rack and you've got your internet connection there, your Wi-Fi router, all that. It can be that simple, to something like this where we have at 13 where you have a dedicated room and it's climate controlled and it's very loud because there's all the fans, and that this is the actual server room for Channel 13.
Okay. So that's like if a company has their own. This one that's supposed to be planned to go into Steelcase or the Pyramid building is going to be a giant data center. What kind of companies, what kind of
Could be guys like
that?
you. You use computers located in data centers all the time. When you go on the internet and you're looking at a website, you're looking at data served from a server in a data center somewhere. It could be anywhere in the world. And for large websites, things like your Gmail account or your Facebook account, those companies have massive data centers with thousands of computers in them. And just when you load your Facebook page, you're looking at data coming from maybe 50 different servers all over the world, because different parts are coming from different boxes. So anytime you're doing anything in the cloud, that's often a data center somewhere.
So when you hear the news that this giant data center is coming, what's that mean to you? Is there any impact to?
Not at all. It's not going to impact anything for average people in Grand Rapids. If the company putting the data center in was like Google, then maybe my Gmail will load a 1/10 of a second faster than it does now. But realistically, it's not going to impact you in any way. It's not going to change the electric output for the city of Grand Rapids. It's not going to change our internet or anything like that. In fact, the only way it could really impact us is if this was a major company putting in a giant new data center that would be so massive that it would require a whole new infrastructure for data for the city of Grand Rapids, where, like, I don't know, US Signal puts in a giant new internet connection just for the city of Grand Rapids because of it, which would be cool. I'd rather have Google Fiber, but I can dream.
Well, when in our meeting, someone was like, "Is this going to help us get Google Fiber any faster?"
It might. If it's a big enough data center, maybe. The Pyramid's a big building. If they turn the whole thing into a data center, cool. What people aren't really noticing is that the Pyramid building has had a data center in it for years and years and years. Steelcase had their big data center in it, and didn't impact my internet. How about you?
Yeah, no.
So I guess, and they're saying 5,000 jobs, or legislators that are confirming this are saying 5,000. Does that sound right to you? I mean, does a data center have that much maintenance or need?
Not really. I mean, how often do you see somebody in here working on this computer?
Yeah.
And you need, if you put something the size of the Pyramid, filled it completely full of computers, once it's done, once they're in and set up, you might need a dozen guys, maybe 20, to tend to all that, because they need maintenance. You got to swap out hard drives, you got to change out computers, stuff like that. But 90% of the time, that computer just sits there doing its thing. And as long as the air is cool and the power is on and the internet's hooked up, it doesn't care.
So I mean, like, when someone says data center, it could be anything from one rack to what we see in, like, spy movies where it's just a
where
warehouse
it's just
full of them.
warehouses full of them. I mean, there are data centers that dwarf Meijer stores. Just imagine going into a Meijer store and it's aisles like this, floor to ceiling, and each row has like 70 or 80 computers in it, because these are pretty fat as computers go. A lot of data center computers look like this, where they're only one, this is called one unit, 1U, and you can fit 70 or 80 of them in one rack. And there's hundreds of thousands of computers in one giant data center. This happens all the time.
Okay. You were saying that you know of some data centers around here. I mean, is there anything this close to this size, or is this going to be?
There are Well, I don't know how many
Oh.
they're putting in there, so I don't really have any hard numbers on it. 5,000 jobs? I don't think Steelcase had 5,000 employees in the pyramid when it was all up and running.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but I know how big the building is, and 5,000 people is an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, just from
not
like,
to mention that they don't have parking for that many people there.
just for like, I get. Well, maybe that's asphalt.
Yeah,
Put in is going to be at
for
more
a data
jobs.
center there, if it's just a data center, no. If it's a call center, now you need tons and tons of people.
Yeah.
So that might be it. But I've heard a lot of legislators talk about, oh, we're creating 5,000 jobs.
Yeah. So, and there, these bills that were introduced are making data centers exempt from sales, property, and use taxes.
Yeah, I think that's dumb.
Yeah, I mean, how much of what kind of business are data centers? I mean,
What kind of a business?
Yeah, I guess
Well, look
explain
at the
how- what it
companies
works.
that are data centers. Google. How are they hurting for cash right now? Okay, and I get tax incentives and stuff like that, but it's just competing to get them here as opposed to them going to another state that would have given them the tax incentives and we don't. So that's politics, and I'm a scientist. I deal in logic and reason and common sense. I don't know anything about politics.
but I mean, when they say it's a $5 billion to $10 billion impact to the area, I guess, I mean, how much of that money, like data centers make money for Facebook or Google or
Hang on a minute.
Yahoo, but
Hang on a minute. Let me think about this. Billions of dollars impact to the area. Legislators working political mojo, and it's going to create thousands and thousands of jobs, and we're going to do it all through tax breaks. Haven't I heard this before about movies in the city of Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
not there anymore.
There you go.
So. All right. Trying to think. I mean, just for, I don't know, just to throw out interesting numbers. Like, what are we talking, like, gigs or mega gigs or what, I guess, like, how much storage do you think is here compared to, like, a warehouse full of these, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
it's staggering. It's staggering. And you have a lot of storage here. Because this here exists to serve video media.
Yeah.
When after you shoot the segment, you'll dump this into an editing workstation, and it'll instantly get copied here. You have hot copies here of every single piece of footage you shoot, and we do the same thing in our lab. This little box right here, this one little box, holds 300 gigabytes. And so does that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that. Every one of these little lights that you see blinking in front of me is 300 gigabytes. And so is every one of these, and every one of these. So it adds up really, really fast.
yeah.
A single hard drive today, like walk into Best Buy, buy a hard drive. You can get 4 terabytes off the shelf, no problem. And you can fit 4 terabytes in every one of these. Pretty soon you're into petabytes and exabytes. And the numbers get mind-blowing. Human beings don't do very well at comprehending numbers that big. So we'll just go with, it's a lot.
That's kind of what I was going for, because obviously, yeah, like no one's gonna understand it, but I wanted to get into those peta and tero and those names.
Let me put it in
words are just made
perspective,
up.
just to give you some rough ideas.
Yeah.
If you had a data center that filled the entire pyramid, which you won't because the floors won't take the weight, so the data center they're putting in there is going to be entirely in like the ground floor and basement.
Yeah.
The upper floors won't take the weight of a data center. I know the pyramid intimately. If you were to fill all of that space with servers, and you were to fill all of those servers with the largest hard drives you could buy today, the Library of Congress holds every book ever published in the United States, ever. You could start stacking libraries of Congress, many of them, probably many dozens of them, in those hard drives, and just keep doing it over. It's more data than you can possibly imagine.
So in the data realm, this is a huge deal, but this might not be in the physical Grand Rapids realm.
Yeah, well, it isn't that big a deal. It's another data center. There's thousands of data centers. It all depends on what is this data center doing, what do they exist for, what are they serving. Then, give me details and I can give you more of an opinion on it. But it's just it's like this data center. This data center does not impact my life in any way. So it's really not that big a deal.
Unless they need
The
Google Fiber
real
or something.
news here is that some sucker finally bought the damn pyramid and they're doing something with it. That's the news. Everything else is bullshit.
That's part of it too.
Yeah.
All right.
Because they tried to give that thing away for 10 years.
Yeah.
They tried to give it to us and we said, no thanks. So, okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
I got nothing.
That works for me.
Okay.
Then. I'll make sure I'm recording that whole time.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Fox 17. We're happy to help you.
I used to, when I worked up north, I had a drug team do kind of